Hallo und herzlich willkommen in einer neuen Folge von A Story About My Uncle. Und heute, wie angekündigt, bin ich nicht alleine, denn ich habe einen der Entwickler von dem Spiel dabei. Hello Philip.
Hallo.
Ja, und ihr hört's, weil mein Englisch so wunderbar ist, habe ich mir noch einen Freund dazu geholt, den Jan.
Ja, hallo.
Der mir so ein bisschen unter die Arme greifen wird. And yeah, I will start. I hope...
Nur eine Sache, machst du dann Untertitel wahrscheinlich schon rein, ne? Oder?
Achso, Deutsch. Für euch Zuschauer, also wenn ihr jetzt mir sagt, ich soll mal Untertitel reinmachen, dann werde ich das für die nächsten Folgen tun. Jetzt erstmal dachte ich mir, ist jetzt nicht unbedingt nötig.
Achso, ja, du teilst es auf, ja klar.
Genau.
Okay.
So, I will run into the red light.
So now that we are here, just one quick question. This orange writing on the wall, is it a real language or is it just gibberish?
Yes, it is actually. You can decipher it. There are some hints in the game which actually makes it possible to translate it into English. So we've
you could learn the language in the game, by the game. You could decipher it.
Could actually.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
So
nice.
Whoa. So that's.
I finally feel the sun on my face.
He's talking.
All these caves.
It's lagging a bit for me, the stream.
Is enough to clear my mind.
So
who speaks the father? That is a question I often get from my subscribers.
Yes, it's actually the guy who makes the music and sounds in the Gone North Games team. Actually, his father is actually sort of a voice actor. So he's the one who does the narration, and he's been doing that ever since the demo.
The voice is fantastic. I like it very much.
Yeah, it is a nice voice. It's a good narrator type voice. Yeah.
And now I'm outside and I'm shocked because I didn't think that was happening.
Yes, you have now exited the caves and you can breathe fresh air again.
Here's a tower. I hear a collectible. So it's quite hard to talk English and play the game.
Yeah.
Oh god, I never played that game actually. I just was asked by Stefan to kind of help with this English, but
no.
I never really played games like this. So Stefan said it's the first game you developed. Was it?
Yes, it's the first game we released as a full game onto Steam or something like that. The team, we go to a university and in game development, so we do quite a lot of projects, but this is like our final project before we graduate, and we decided to release it onto Steam as a full game.
Nice.
So it's a school project. It started as a school project.
Yes, it actually started as a school project back in 2012. I wasn't actually part of the team. I actually joined last summer. So there were like 10 people developing in 2012, and then they made the prototype that you could download for free. That was the old one.
Yeah.
And then last year we decided that, why not make it into a full game? Why not release it on Steam and update the graphics and animations and everything? So that's what we've been doing for the last year. Yeah.
So now just the one question for the viewers. What did you do at the game? So what did you actually program and all that?
Yes, I worked a lot with the overall programming of the game, getting it onto Steam, getting all the Unreal Engine stuff set up. All the menus I've actually done, and all the HUD in the game, the sort of tutorial messages and things like that I've done, programmed. Also helped with some graphical and animational programming. but mostly menus and mostly the system settings and the configuration and things like that.
The menu is nice.
Normal program stuff.
Okay.
Along my journey, I
He's talking again.
Sorry.
here, they were much bigger. Some were bigger than the whole
Wait.
village.
So how many people in the end worked on the game to finish it?
It's the main team is 9 people, and then we had some people come in and help us with animation, and also some friends of ours did some models and particle effects and stuff in the game. So the like core team is 9 people. Then we obviously get voice actors and animators and stuff like that. They come in and help us. So overall, there's been a lot of people working at the game, like probably 20, and then if you count all the playtesters, it's even more. But 9 people is the core team that worked full time on it.
Yeah, I mean, I have no clue what programming is like. I'm not at all a guy who does that, but I could imagine that it takes like more than 9 people to do a big game like that. Just 9 people. It just looks like so much work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and we put in a lot of hours.
Adding the time you took to make the alpha of the game, how much time did it take to finish it?
We started working last October with it, with making the full version. But we worked a little bit on and off because we obviously had to do like university assignments and stuff like that for our courses. So it was a bit on and off, like from December, but the beginning of this year, in January, we have been working full time exclusively on this game up until now. So
in the prototype from 2012, I think there was a boy who helps us out in the town, and now it's a girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you change that?
Because, well, the funny thing is, like, there wasn't like a determined gender to begin with. It was just that we had that voice actor, so we just decided to go with, like, we had the voice actor for the 2012 version. But now when we rewritten a bit of the story and we like expanded on it, and we said like it didn't really have a gender, so why not make it a girl character? Because we need more of those. Like we wanted a strong female, like sidekick for the protagonist of the voice.
Okay.
So just this one question. I think this one is from a subscriber. What graphic engine are you using?
We're using the Unreal Engine 3. The prototype was built in the free like UDK that you can download and make games in, but now we got the full license for the Unreal Engine, the same that Borderlands and Mirror's Edge and other games are using.
Yeah. Are you already planning a new game, or is it like this is one part? It's just.
I don't. Well, I mean, if we're playing a sequel to Summer, or.
Yeah. Is there gonna be a sequel? I mean, this is one question too. If it is possible to do one, would you do it?
We haven't decided yet. Actually, we haven't had that much time to think about it just when this is released. But we are gonna make more games, obviously. But if it's a story about my uncle 2 or a prequel or whatever, we don't know. A lot of people in the team wants to try something new as well, and we don't really know how a story about my uncle 2 would work. But we're not saying like it is possible, it's not possible. We're gonna leave that unsaid for now.
Yeah, we don't know at this point if it is just a story from the father, or is it all real we see here.
Well, you'll see. You'll have to interpret the end. It will be explained in the end of the game.
I hope.
So how far is Stefan right now in the game, like in percent? How much more time does he have to spend?
He would be about halfway. Yeah, halfway, I would say.
Yeah, okay. Nice, Stefan. Oh, wow. I thought you would fall there.
No, I don't. I don't.
Yeah. How did you get the idea of the power suit? Like this thing with the jumping.
Well, I can't speak exactly for how they came up with it, since it was in 2012. But the assignment that we got that sort of created this game was we had to make a non-violent game in first person. So that was like the assignment we got from the school, is like make a first person game that's non-violent. And most of the teams made like sort of, some made horror games or like exploration games. But like in the Story About My Uncle, you obviously had to have some fun way to move around, so they made a power suit out of
it. Do you want to make a horror game maybe later?
No. No, horror games are so like hard to create well. I mean, it's a really hard thing. Either they're really like just full of jump scares, or they're really good. I think there's very few good horror games, so it's really hard to make a good horror game. So I don't know. Like programming wise, I of course it would be nice to do a horror game, because it's not like you don't have to program a lot of things. It's like you can focus on like lighting and stuff, and that would be fun. But I don't know if the designers would like to make a horror game, because it's very hard to get it right.
So you obviously got graded on the game. Can you tell us what, or not you, but the other team? So can you tell us what grade you got on the game?
Like grade from the school, or like?
Yeah, from the school. I mean, I don't know the Swedish school system, but
yeah, well, it's like we only like in this particular course we only like passed or didn't pass. But what I can say is actually the reason the game was the reason why we decided to continue making the game into a full product is it was actually nominated for. The prototype was nominated for Game of the Year in a Swedish student competition for games called the Swedish Game Awards. So it was that nomination for Game of the Year that sort of spurred us on to making the full game.
I lose completely here.
Yeah, these propellers
nice,
are really hard. I can never manage them myself, actually.
do you play the game by yourself?
Yes, I have completed it and I played the entire thing. But mostly, like when you're a programmer, you spend like I spend most of my time in the menus. I played the menus more than I played the game, I think. But yeah, I spent my fair share in the game and I completed it.
Do you think that the game is perfect, or is there anything you want to change?
Like the games are never gonna be perfect. There's a bunch of things we obviously want to change, and we are gonna obviously patches. We're like planning a patch in the coming weeks. That will fix some bugs.
I made it.
And now we made it. But like yeah, it's obviously like we if we could we would add tons of stuff, but it's like it takes time, and we could have been working on the game for like 5 more years and we would still be like, no, we can fit some more things in here. But you gotta stop at some point, and I think this was a good point to end on.
Oh, now I'm 20% cooler.
Yes, you are indeed 20% cooler. You just acquired a rocket boots, which you can activate.
Press space. Well, oh, whoa!
So if you now, if you press space when you are in the air, so if you jump and then press space again, you will shoot yourself off. You can't steer when you're doing it, but you can reach a long way.
Nice.
Unless you hit the ground.
So, moment. I think that was the perfect moment to cut here. Und an meine Zuschauer, das war's mit der Folge. Wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Dann wieder mit Philipp und Jan. Und wir sehen uns. Bis dann. Tschüss.